beauty coverage cunts. Welcome to another video. If you are new here, welcome. If you've been here, welcome back, right? So today what I'm focusing on in today's any day essential video is just a regular beat. As you can see, I'm not dressed. I just have a sweater on right now to give me a mistake-free base, okay? So I can just get this a little messy if that happens. I doubt it. Right now, I was just freshening up with a little lotion, so we'll do that while I'm just talking to you. Thank you guys for liking, subscribing, commenting, and all of the things. I really do appreciate your time, your effort, and everything. I appreciate the likes I'm receiving, the messages, and the subscribers, the friends, the followers over all networks, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube in particular. I really am appreciative of all you guys have been doing. I have been loving this Silk Glow lately for the summertime. It is magnificent. You have to get you some. It is good for like if you want a nice shimmery moment on the chest. That's why I love this. So before we go outside, we're just going to get our skin all ready and set for the sun to glisten off of us. So as you can see, it's not streaky. It really spreads really good. I put it here on my neck as well. And I'm also going to share my fragrance with you guys today that I'm going to be wearing. I'm going to start reviewing my fragrance because I've been building a nice bit of fragrances for myself. This is my third bottle of this. This is like what my mom used to wear when I was a kid. So I made it one of my signatures in my repertoire. If you know, you know what this is. If you want to know what this is and more about this fragrance, put it in the comments. I am going to be reviewing a couple of my fragrances. Not anything too expensive, very, very price friendly. So let's get into our everyday essentials. And if you're ready, I'm ready. So why wait, right? So first I like to prep my skin and my lips. So I'm going to go in with my intensive lip oil. I like to wear this while I'm prepping my face to put the makeup on because I noticed it holds its moisture barrier really well and it actually protects my lips from anything getting on them. This is a milky toner that I love to use. You're going to go right on the skin with that. Just to get us some nice hydration going and to get that surface all cleaned up, moisturized, and well taken care of. It's a wonderful, wonderful thing. Now today I'm going to be using my water gel moisturizer and my Palmer's Everyday Moisturizer just to show you guys how I like to wear my products in real time. So before we do that, I just want to add my oat milk restorative face serum, and I just take a pea size of that because this helps with deep hydration and this will have me looking plump and dewy under my makeup, and it won't have me looking a little stuck, you know what I mean? So the first one I'm going to use is this Hydro Plus water gel that I've been loving under my makeup recently. Got this in replacement to my Neutrogena one. It's been doing exactly the thing I expected it to do. Hydration is good on it. It's not oily. A very mild smell. So it's amazing that this is only $1.25. So I got this as a gift from my little sister because she knows I love Neutrogena. So she was like, try this, because she tried it. She said it's amazing. It's just like Neutrogena. The smells are just not the same. And the color is just a little lighter for that one. So the next thing and the final cream I'm going to use is my Cocoa Butter Formula Palmer's Even Tone Fade Cream Daily Moisturizer. If you don't believe me, it says Daily Moisturizer. This has niacinamide, it has retinol. I apply this in the morning and at night. If I'm not doing a tretinoin treatment, I'll use that. This helps with oil control. Also helped me to repair that uneven skin tone and texture. The retinol in this is really good. You don't need a lot of this for you just see the results. You'll start seeing those with this Palmer's moisturizer within about, last time I noticed the result from that was the first week of its use, but it says 2 weeks on the bottle, so I would give it 2 weeks. But I seen fading within about a week. The end of the first week, I seen substantial fading on this side, particularly, and I'm so happy about it. So, since I like to do the little things first, I'm going to start to brush up my brows. Now, my brows have nothing on them right now, no gel or anything. So, what I'm going to do today, give them a break from gel, um, and I'm going to use a gel pomade to actually get these girls where they need to be. Okay, so you ready? So today's gel pomade will be brought to us by Bodyography. This is their Espresso Noir. I love this one. So I just dip in the black and the brown color, and I grab my little mirror, and I just like to fill in where I see a little sparseness. Take it easy in the front and be really light, and then I brush through the front like so, and start to take that color back again. And as you can see, it's coming through really good. The pigment on this gel pomade is really good. The pigment on here is to be seen from space, I would say. I can see it. It's amazing. And I love this brand because it aligns with everything I stand for in beauty. I do want to get some other things from this brand soon, and I will be doing that because I'm going to be making a trip to none other than my favorite store, Nordstrom's. If you know me, you know I love Nordstrom since I've been in high school. I've been shopping at Nordstrom's, eating at Nordstrom's Cafe. I love Nordstrom's. It's just nice. That is amazing. Look at that. The depth, the angle, the detail. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. So we're gonna leave her alone right there. I'm gonna leave her right there. And I'm gonna hop on her sister and we're gonna do her. So yeah, basically I've been loving Nordstrom since a kiddo, and it has put me in a rather rich mind state because I remember being in high school and we used to actually go to the Nordstrom's Cafe to have lunch instead of eating the lunch at the school. And it was only two of us at this time who was like shopping at Nordstrom's by ourselves. Like our parents wasn't getting our stuff off of Nordstrom's for us. They were making us go up to Nordstrom's rack also and shop through the rack, learning how to take our time and actually give yourself the grace you need to find your own style, and being kind enough to try on things you think you don't look good in, and not saying those bad words to yourself while you're trying. So that's one of the places that I first learned how to actually manage my own wardrobe and everything. So I am so happy to have Nordstrom's been a part of my childhood. I dropped my spoolie, so I'm gonna grab another one instead of reaching down. I don't want to ruin this shot with this natural lighting. It's amazing. So I got a littler spoolie because I threw the big one. Every time I touch something with like a slip to it, whether it be a product or a material, I get butterfingers. I don't know why. It transfers to my hands and everything becomes slippery and It's like I cannot hold on to anything, girls. So I'm going to just add a little bit more of this in so we can deepen this. And I'm loving the turnout of these brows. They're really good. So basically, I love to look presentable every day. I love to look presentable every day, and I'm not trying to say that to make you feel like you got to do what I do, but this just helps me to stay in line with the person I am and becoming. Um, Routines have helped my life, very much so, have been a big process in my life. So let's get down to business. I am going to actually take a little concealer, clean up, and everything, and I'll be right back with the rest of this conversation. So the eyebrows look immaculate. I actually just did a little bit of color correcting under my brows with the LA Colors, my trusty, never dusty peach conceal and correct. I always love to use that on my brow bone, just to do that. And I'm going to take this Nick K's HD concealer, and I like to cover my lids with this for like a shadow base or just like an eyebrow prepping tool. So I'm going to take my blending brush, and I'm going to blend that up into that color corrector so I can still have just a nice wash of color over top of the lid. And I'm going to leave a highlight along my brow bone so I don't have to highlight there. I'm just going to leave that color corrector showing because it blends in well with this concealer, as you can see, and it creates a lot of contrast to the back of my lids and to under the brow bone where that highlight is going to read well because, as I've been saying, my skin on my brow bone and above my forehead is like the lightest. Where my brows are, it's like the lightest skin on my face. So I like to just make sure that looks natural as possible, right? So the next thing I'm going to do is take this concealer to prep under my eyes as well. And all I have to do is squeeze it and it comes out. I love these concealers in the tubes with the little brushes at the end of them. It makes such an easy application and an easy cleanup. You don't have to worry about it. So I'm just going to apply this because this is also, when I'm in a hurry, I use it for my foundation shade because it's a well-rounded shade for my skin color, and it covers all of those blemishes and things. I'm also going to use this to cover said blemishes on my cheeks before I lay down my foundation. And yes, we're using a foundation today. I'm so psyched to get back into using foundations for my long form content. I'm probably going to make sure I cut down every video to at least 20 minutes. That's going to be the minimum. So I'm going to blend this out really quickly with one of my favorite dual complexion brushes. And I'm just going to go in and I'm going to start to stipple that out just so I can get an amazing wash of color on my skin. But yeah, that's amazing, isn't it? It looks gorgeous. It looks gorgeous. It looks good. And this one isn't too wet. It's full coverage HD concealer from Nicka K. It reminds me of the LA Girl Pro concealer a lot. It's very hydrating, very long lasting. I'm going to bring that down my neck in the same stippling motion and a little behind the ears too, just to get that perfect gradient I look for. Take that residue above the lips, and on the side of the nose you want to buff as well where I place that concealer. As you can see, this is looking flawless. Flawless. You don't want to put too much concealer in the smile lines because you're not really going to need it there. Just place a little bit of the residue there I'm going to put the residue on my forehead as well, just to give me a nice, even, opaque look. That looks amazing. So next, I'm going to grab my powder puff out of my beauty bag, you guys, because I carry my powder brushes and my powder puffs with me anywhere I go. Sorry to be doing this part unorganized. I should have already had it out. But I take my powder puff with me anywhere I go. So let's get into it. Let's get into it, my dolls. I'm going to grab my mirror, and I'm just going to blend out this concealer here. And we didn't really put any primer on today because I was going to use my Hey Honey primer, but after I got done with that toner, and it's a hot day today, I was like, no, I'll just use it in my next video. I'll just use the toner to prime the face with, and it's working out so far so good. Everything's good. And sometimes you got to be careful with these pink puffs because they'll leave pink stuff on your face if you don't try, like, at least and brush them off before you use them. I brushed this off really good, but I can still see a little bit of pink fluff getting caught in my concealer, which is okay because I can fix that right now. But yeah, this is amazing. And since you guys know I have a YouTube page now, a lot of this content that you see on my Instagram is sneak peeks to the full video, which is always on my YouTube. You can find me on YouTube at Demi by Design. At Demi by Design, or you can even search on there at is he underscore is she. So yes, I am is he is she. If you did not know, it is a play on words because I am going through hormone therapy right now to transition to be a female male. So yeah, let's get that setting powder before any next moves. I want to do my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. So before I do my spotting with my foundation, I like to set my smile lines because I don't like to put a lot of material there at all. And I like to set my under eyes because I'm not going to put any foundation there either. So let's do that. I'm going to grab my Laura Mercier mini, and I'm going to just press this powder under my eye until it is completely absorbed. I'm going to bring it down to my smile lines as well. And I'm going to just press that into my smile lines as well and watch them melt away. On a regular day, this is how I put on makeup because I don't like to put on too much. You just want to melt that powder into those smile lines. And you see how flawless that under eye is looking. I'm going to do the same thing to this one side. So make sure you're melting all of that powder into that eye. I like to do it with the corner, so I should have did it with that because it gets it every nook and cranny, but I'm still well-rounded. I think I should be well-rounded with this one. So yeah, on Instagram, you only can see about 20 minutes, and usually the videos are longer than 20 minutes. So if you would be a doll and support me and go to my YouTube, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can be notified every time I have an upload. I would love for you to become a part of my journey and a part of this amazing family we have built. The coverage cuts, and for the guys, I want something a little bit more masculine, so I'll get back to you. But if you want to be a guy, coverage cut, you can be that because I started off as a male before I started to transition, and I was always a coverage cut. So yeah, if you have no problem with the name, you can wear it too. All right, now that that powder has been melted in, I'm going to do just a little bit of spot checking with my foundation. Now the foundation I'm using today happens to be one of my favorite. Let me cap this. One of my favorite foundations, and I rant and rave about this. I have this foundation in so many colors only because it does me right. This is Spicy Brown 338. This is like another shade I love besides Coconut. This is more so my spring shade from them, but I can use this and transfer it over to summertime all the time because I have a special method that I do, and I'm going to show you guys it here always. So I put my foundation there. I grab my Second Skin priming drops from Absolute New York, which are to die for. Then I just take one dot and I add it to that, and it runs right into that like that. Then I take my dual complexion brush, the one I'm using. You see those things, they have some weight on them, so it's not going to slip off. I like to then beat my brush into this. And look at that coverage, how it covers my tattoos. You can't even see my cross right there anymore. But yeah, I need all of that back, bruh. So you want to beat it out until the back of your hand looks something like this, evenly spread. Then I'm going to take my brush and my makeup mirror that I love the most, and I'm going to take this in the areas where I have larger pores and a little bit more texture, and where I need a little bit more longevity. I don't use this under my eyes too much, but I do use it everywhere else in that stippling motion, and you just want to pounce, pounce, pounce. This is amazing. It feels amazing too. And I did my moisturizers. I don't think I had to use a primer. I forgot to tell you that. Yeah, when you use a moisturizer, sometimes you don't even have to use a primer because that Palmer's moisturizer, it plays well under makeup, and it says that. And I forgot. Sometimes when I use my Neutrogena, I don't even use primer because it's banger. It's a banger. So let me just get this done. Everything looks flawless. I want to get here, make sure I'm blending here, and make sure everything is flawless and everything is opaque. Now, we're almost done. I'm going to leave the lips a little bit more natural today, but I do want to add just a little bit of color to them. So let me grab my Beauty Creations and Obsessed. And I've been trying to use more lip liners and more lipsticks. So I'm going to go right on top of this oil with one of my favorite lipsticks that I've been using from Bodyography. It's like a nice fleshy tone. This one is Unrequited Love from them, and it's just like the perfect cat tongue pink. I love this. So all I do is tap it. I don't swipe. I just tap, 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 tap. Tap, 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 tap. And you see how that pigment comes off gently, and that's like a natural lip color for me. I've been trying to get into more lipsticks, so Bodyography did their thing with this one, and yeah, we're gonna keep that one on the lips. I want to do a little bit of powder bronzer as well, so I'm gonna grab my dual bronzing brush, and we're going to go right into my Lovecraft bronzer. This is Savannah, one of my favorite powder bronzers from them. So I like to take this right underneath the eyes and also on the smile line, across my top lip, around this way to set everything into a stable foundation. And this helps with shine, and it still makes me look amazing. As you can see, Savannah is my girl. And today we're going to do a mauve tone blush to match the lipstick. This everyday essentials look looks amazing. I could wear this to a court date. I could wear this to, you understand, a doctor's visit. I could wear this to a kid's party. Anything. Baby shower. Surgery. Anything. So if you like this look, let me know in the comments. So since I did have her in my sneak peek video in my Instagram, I'm going to still shout them out because they are my favorite primer brand. The Hey Honey. This is their Primate Luminous Priming Base. This is one of my favorite primers of all times. It is a makeup base with Silk Veil Priming Serum. It is ultra lightweight serum, effortlessly smooths fine lines and minimizes pores, creating a seamless matte finish. And this is more so of a luminous natural matte finish, more so than a dry matte finish. That's why I'm in love with this. Just didn't use it today because we did so much moisturizers and our technique came out flawless. The base is amazing. The eyebrows are doing their thing. And I have no complaints about this look so far. So I'm going to grab the blush after I comb up these brows. And that gel pomade helps them to lock and stay all day. So you don't have to worry about going through with a gel. And that's why I love a gel pomade or some type of cream pomade, because it does help with the longevity of the brows. Girls, don't let nobody tell you differently. It does help. So now I'm going to grab 2 palettes. I'm going to grab these 2 palettes from Bodyography. I'm going to do just a little brush with this one. So how I do this, I usually mix these 2 blushes together. So I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. Ultimate Blending Brush. It's because it's so nice and thick and wide, so it can hug the cheeks really good. I like to stipple in this one first. And then I'll stipple here for that nice faded blush look. Then I just go right on the apples of my cheeks like that. And I do the same thing on the other side. Right? And we stay here. We stay here, right? And we just take it here. And I just like to rock back and forth there. And I love this Ultimate blending brush from e.l.f. to do my blush with recently because it's so huggable to the cheeks. Look at that. Look at it. It's so nice. It's so nice without going all the way up there. I like to stay here in this section. It's more elegant and it's more formal. Then I'll add just a little bit on the bridge and sweep across the tip of the nose just to give a youthful mauve look with that mauve pink. Then I'm going to go into this palette here with a blending brush just to get a nice wash of shimmer. The shimmer I'll be using is Reef. This one right here happens to be my favorite. Oh, I dug in it. I'm sorry. Happens to be my favorite. So I'm going to take a big, nice, slanted, fluffier brush. And I'm going to start to stipple in that. Right? And these have mirrors on it. I love these shadows from Bodyography. And I'm just going to swipe there and start to stipple. I swipe first just because I love that pigment so much. I need all of it. You see? So you swipe first and then you stipple it out. That's how you get like a modern wash of color across the whole lid. If you're doing one shade, this is my one shade shadow book that I love to do. Just like one shade I'll do. Then I'm going to take another fluffier brush just to clean up this front part. I'm going to take this sandy and this tan line, and I'm going to press this in the front. And swirl it just so we can mellow out some of that. So I'm going to go back in with wreath. Like I said, we sweep first, and then we come through patting. Don't be scared to sweep on a shadow. It always works. Even if you want to do it with your hand to have like a little bit more control, it works. So I'm going to go into sandy again, and I'm going to go into tan lines, and I'm going to stipple here to clean it up, and then I'm just going to swirl it out into like a smoother canvas. See how it cleaned up without no fuss. No bad fuss happens when you do everything right. I'm gonna grab my second favorite bronzing stick from Wendy Bellissimo. This is one of my favorite trios that I like to use on a daily. So how I do this so I don't interrupt my face is I go on the back of my hand with a nice amount of this. As you can see, it's a really nice rich brown shade for bronzing. I love this shade for bronzing on my skin. I like a more chocolate. This doesn't have the color on it. It just says bronze stick. But I believe this is their espresso or their burnt chocolate. It was either burnt chocolate or espresso I picked up. But I'm going to take that same blush brush and I'm going to beat it into that bronzer. It's going to come out something like that with a little pinky tone to it. I'm going to just stipple this right over that bronzer so I can have a more natural bronzer look and blush look at the same time. I'm going to go right over that brush and that powder bronzer just so I can have a sun-kissed effect around the edges. And this one is very light, as you can see. It's not really harsh. It's very, very forgiving. Bronze a little bit around the mouth in a stippling motion. You just want to stipple the rest of the makeup to make sure everything is nice and flat as you want it. And this is the look. I hope you guys enjoyed my everyday, any day, all day, any day essentials. So you can use these any day. Like I was saying, this look is just for me to go outside for a little while. I think we look great. I do want to just add a little bit more body oil, so that's what we're going to do. So here we go. This one is from Absolute New York. It's amazing. It's their Silk Glow Copper Rose with vitamin E, shea butter, and coconut oil. And it smells good. It has a nice, clean, perfumey smell to it. So I'm going to just add just a little bit more to the chest area because I've been loving this. On my shoulders, on my chest, the lower half of my neck. And I don't have to put on any more perfume because I can still smell my perfume, and this has perfume in it. Oh, so good. Tell me that isn't good. Oh, we got a little bit. Told you. That's why I wore a sweater, because I always have a little bit of mess on the back of my hand. But I think we look good, girls. Amazed, 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 amazed. I had to bring you girls in closer. So if you love this look, let me know in the comments. I feel ravished. I feel amazing. That is gorge. Do you see that shine? Look at that collarbone. I've been working out and you can see it. You can see it. DSV, Debbie by Design, out. Au revoir.